We're back at it again, boys. This time, though, for Spider-Man news, it's not Tom Brevoort saying something stupid. That'll come later next week because this is a weekly thing. This is what the next Spider-Man story arc is gonna be about. So this is following Joe Kelly and his 8th Deaths of Spider-Man arc, which is awful. What his new story arc is called. So they're going to be focusing on Spider-Man's pre-superhero years for the next story arc. Yeah. I'm sort of fascinated with Peter as a young person, like pre-high school, Joe Kelly said, because we haven't spent any time with him at that time period. Do you know why we haven't spent any time with him at that time period? Because it's not important. It has nothing to offer. I feel like we get a lot of our hard wiring at that age. You hit that age when you're like 13, 14, you stop processing things differently. He lost his parents when he was younger, but what does that really mean to him as an adolescent? Does he act out? Is he more reserved? Well, we know what he is, because Stan Lee said what he was. He's a fucking nerd. We always see him as the nerdy kid, but was he angry? Because when I go back and read those early books, Peter was mad. A lot. Okay. And as it says here, while Joe Kelly may have genuine interest in exploring Peter Parker's pre-Spider-Man life, as admittedly that period hasn't seen a lot of attention because it doesn't need to see a lot of attention. The choice to have Amazing Spider-Man go back in time represents yet another attempt by Marvel Comics to push their aforementioned belief that Spider-Man is about youth. Okay, so this is an old saying from Tom Brevoort. Like back... Here, post One More Day. This is post One More Day. What made Amazing Spider-Man the flagship of the Marvel line was the soap opera aspect of Peter's life. The fact he was a young character, a character who could screw up, and a character that life seemed to occasionally dump on in humorous ways, yet kept on striving to do right by everybody. That is true! And every man, grounded in the real world, grounded in Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn. That is true. That is what made Spider-Man the flagship show when Peter was growing up. But guess what? It's been like, 60 years? My man needs to grow up. He's been growing up for 50 fucking years. Spider-Man doesn't grow up. That's your problem. You think Spider-Man doesn't grow up. What's the one complaint everyone has with Spider-Man? He's staying the same. You're keeping him at the status quo. No one had a problem when Peter Parker moved out of Aunt May's house and became roommates with Harry Osborn. No one had a problem when Peter Parker went out of high school into college. No one had a problem when Peter left college to then actually go out and be an adult. No one had a problem with that. No one had a problem when he started dating people and he got engaged to Mary Jane and then he got married to Mary Jane and he moved in with her and they had a house. No one had a problem with that. Do you know what people wanted? They wanted it to continue. They wanted them to have kids. And for him to be a father. I'm going to stop reading the rest of this because the rest of this is going to make me fucking pissed. Oh my god, here. Peter's high school era and college years lasted for a collective total of 16 years. 16 years! The hero graduated from Midtown High in issue 28 and received his undergraduate degree from Empire State U 10 years later in Amazing Spider-Man number 185. Bro, he left college in 1978. Move the fuck on. If people are happy, then, I'll keep chugging along. Well, we've made it very fucking clear. If we've made it very fucking clear in the past couple of years that, no, people are not fucking happy. So this new arc is going to go back in time and focus on Peter Parker when he's like 12, 13. What fucking story can you tell me there? What do you got? There's no Harry. There's no MJ. There's no Gwen. He's got no villains. He's not even Spider-Man. What can you tell me here? Flash? What, Flash, Thompson, Randy Robertson, Kenny Kong, Liz Allen? They fucking think he's a loser. It's just gonna be them bullying Peter for like 7 issues or something. It's fucking creative bankruptcy. You don't know what to do, so you're like, well, how about we go and explore Peter when he's 13? How about you fucking write a good Spider-Man story? How about you focus on Spider-Man in a title called Amazing Spider-Man? Fuck's sake. So that's it. That's the new Spider-Man arc. We're going back to 13-year-old Peter Parker when he's a fucking loser.